Representative Stephanie McClintock from the 18th Legislative District. Today, I want to tell you about 3 bills I'm working on that would improve public safety by holding sex offenders accountable. For the first 2 bills, I worked closely with the Clark County Sheriff's Office to close loopholes that allow sex offenders to bypass requirements. First is House Bill 2506, which would make an important clarification in state law. It would ensure that sex offenders complete all their requirements before being removed from the registered sex offender list. It would clarify that people can stop registering only after they have successfully met all registration requirements and have remained crime-free for a set number of years. The legislation would ensure the registry is accurate, reward long-term compliance and rehabilitation, and improve public safety by preventing early removal for people who don't adhere to their requirements. HB 2506 would not shorten registration timelines, lower standards, or weaken protection for victims or communities. Instead, it would close gaps and ensure the law is applied consistently and fairly. Registration exists to protect the public. Relief from those requirements should only be available to individuals who have clearly demonstrated long-term compliance and rehabilitation. This bill reinforces the principles, strengthens trust in the system, and keeps public safety at the center of our decision-making. Next is House Bill 2507, which would expand the information for sex offenders and kidnapping offenders must provide when they register with law enforcement. It would also require reporting more complete and up-to-date information, which would help law enforcement track offenders more accurately, respond faster to risks, and keep the public informed. Why is this important? Because registration only works if the information is complete and reliable. House Bill 2507 would close gaps, support law enforcement, and give communities greater confidence that the system is doing what it's meant to do, protect the public. That would improve public safety and hold offenders accountable. Lastly, I'm also co-sponsoring House Bill 2180. This legislation would require background checks for all coaches and individuals who manage or supervise youth sports programs. It would direct the Department of Children, Youth, and Families to develop mandatory training on reporting child abuse and neglect tailored for youth sports coaches and make it publicly available. Under this legislation, all youth sports organizations would be required to complete the training, and coaches would be obligated to report suspected child abuse or neglect. As a mom, protecting kids will always be my top priority. This legislation closes dangerous loopholes and helps ensure youth sports remain a safe environment for kids and families. I'm State Representative Stephanie McClintock. Thanks for listening, and it's an honor to serve you.